Steel against gravity, seconds from disaster. The Forestry brings you machines dancing on the edge, where collapse meets control. The difference: precision and guts. Don't blink. Every move counts. The Komatsu D575 isn't called the world's largest bulldozer for nothing. Packing over 150 HP, it rips through rock and soil like paper. Each pass moves mountains with brute force and precision. This beast defines what heavy earth moving is all about. The B11.800EN bulldozer, powered by a Shantuai SD16 engine and transmission, shows impressive pushing force in the sand. A larger hemispherical blade with corner knives could boost soil flow and ease strain on dump truck locks. Small upgrade, big payoff in harsh job sites. What started as a calm Saturday turned into chaos when both sprayer and Kobelco excavator sank deep in mud. The scene looked hopeless, but with 3 excavators joining forces and track mats laid down, raw teamwork turned disaster into rescue. Every machine pulled out safe and sound. Out with the old. A Nant Liebherr R960 with demolition shears takes this concrete silo apart like peeling bark off a tree. Each crack and crumble marks the end of decades of service. It's not just demolition, it's the art of letting go, one bite at a time. A deer dozer sinks deep in the mud, stuck and helpless as the ground swallows it whole. Enter the cat excavator, steel, hydraulics, and raw muscle against the clock. With every pull, the tension rises. One slip means disaster, but if the cat holds, this rescue turns into a showcase of pure, heavy iron power. When ice says no, the Menzi Muck, a 91 4x4 Plus, says, "Hold my pontoons." This spider excavator waddles into frozen chaos like it's on a first date with gravity. Built for dredging dreams and ice missions, it tries its best. Slips, splashes, and all. Not perfect yet, but hey, watching it stumble is half the show. Like a deep-sea predator, this underwater excavator stalks the ocean floor, clawing through sand with surgical precision. It's not sci-fi, it's raw engineering defying pressure, gravity, and logic. Down here, steel breathes where humans can't. No drones, no fancy edits, just a dozer pushing earth where tires once sank. This is rural roadwork in its rawest form. Blade down, heart steady, every pass cuts a path through isolation. These operators know the slope, the soil, the struggle, and every meter gained matters. The Cat D7R is built for raw power and precision, a true beast when it comes to tackling farmland and forest edges. Watching it tear through thick bushes on rugged terrain near the cliff feels both dramatic and breathtaking, proof that this dozer is in a class of its own. The DT-74 wasn't built for comfort. It was built to get it done. Fires up like a beast, crawls through snow like it owns the woods, and roars loud enough to rattle your soul. You didn't drive it, you endured it. But for an old Soviet track machine, reliable, tough, and somehow charming. The SY-485 excavator tears into rock like it's paper, its ripper claw carving deep under clouds of dust. Built for raw force and precision, this beast turns solid ground into workable earth with every strike, unstoppable power on sight. It looked like a routine dig, until it wasn't. One slight miscalculation and the excavator tips over the edge, crashing down the slope in seconds. Dust flies, metal twists, and the crew watches in stunned silence. This is how fast things go wrong on the job. The LKT-81 Turbo, built in 1990, shows why classic skidders still earn respect. Dragging heavy logs through snow and mud, it leans, slips, and powers forward without missing a beat. Precision handling and raw torque prove this isn't just machinery, it's mastery forged over decades. Meet the Liebherr PR-764 Litronic, a 52-ton beast built to conquer. With 422 horsepower of pure V8 muscle and a blade swallowing 14 cubic meters of earth per pass, this bulldozer doesn't just push, it dominates. Designed for brutal mining zones, it fuses power and precision like a war machine. One move, total ground control. One cat went too deep, now it's stuck and smoking in swampy chaos. But a Hyundai steps in, slow, steady, and smart. No brute force, just precision teamwork pulling steel from the mud. That's how real pros handle rescue. Defying gravity on a steep, snowy ski slope, the powerful Liebherr 950 excavator hauls a fully loaded Iveco 450 truck uphill with ease. This heavy-duty machine's strength and precision shine in winter's toughest conditions. Watch and be amazed by this unmatched winter power display. A Komatsu D85 creeping across a bridge of raw logs. Every creak, every shift could mean disaster. Some call it reckless, others fearless. One slip and tons of steel drop, but skill and nerve keep this dozer balanced on the edge. The Komatsu WA1200 is a giant among wheel loaders, over 250 tons of pure mining muscle. That massive bucket? It swallows 35 cubic yards like a snack. With more than 1,800 horsepower under the hood, this beast doesn't just move dirt, it dominates it. Every inch screams industrial power engineered to keep production lines running hard and fast. A true beast in the mining world. Watching this mighty tractor tackle the fast-moving river reveals true off-road mastery. The water's deep, the current fierce, and a single misstep could spell disaster. Here, the machine's power meets the driver's sharp judgment, making every crossing a calculated feat of skill and experience. K700 is in action, ripping through tough soil with sheer brute force. Built for the Soviet-era fields but still holding its ground today, this beast hauls a massive ditch plow like it's nothing. Watching it carve the earth reminds you, raw power doesn't go out of style.
Да, у движка.
Блядь, это ороситель, блядь, ниже, блядь, чем чеки.
А так на совесть делай.
Komatsu D475 bulldozer versus Cat 777F haul truck. When these giants roll out, anything smaller might as well vanish. That pickup didn't stand a chance. The Komatsu flattened it like paper, and the 777F made sure it stayed down. Nothing says heavy duty quite like 200 tons of steel asserting dominance. Citroën didn't stand a chance. The Caterpillar's massive bucket dropped like Judgment Day, flattening steel, glass, and ego in one brutal move. That's not demolition. That's dominance. Type 1 if you felt that impact. Type 0 if you think the car deserved mercy. When winter shows no mercy, this monster answers with steel and roar. Carving through ice-crusted snow like a blade through butter, it doesn't slow, doesn't slip, just powers forward. In frozen silence, it's the last thing still moving. Forget bridges. This beast floats its way across like it owns the river. But here's the real kicker. What on earth was this built for? With that odd chassis and cable spool rear, it looks more sci-fi than construction. Any gearheads know what model this is? Drop it below. We're dying to find out. Let us know in the comments. Type 1 if you thought our video was interesting and 0 if you thought it was boring.
Geliyor yapacağım.
Stuck deep in jungle sludge, the sockeye roller wasn't going anywhere until this Hitachi stepped in. But here's the twist. All that pulling power hung on a single rescue rope. 2 beasts, 1 lifeline. Ever seen a battle this muddy yet this precise? Some say this operator's a rookie. Maybe. But look again. On this steep slope, his blade drops just enough to balance. His tracks grip without panic. Sure, there's hesitation, but there's also control. You decide, is this a lucky amateur or a pro quietly leveling up? Welcome to the Hrushevy-Zhidlokovich rail upgrade, where the Donnelly PTH 350 moves with quiet authority. It's not just laying concrete panels, it's delivering precision alignment, one slab at a time. From prep to placement, every motion is calculated. This is how modern rail gets built: efficient, synchronized, and engineered for decades of service. Two T-130 bulldozers got stuck in a swamp on seemingly flat land. An experienced operator warned that ripping too deep with rear claws weakens the ground beneath. It's a harsh lesson on how quick and silent the earth can trap even the toughest machines when misjudged. Ever wondered how massive machines get from point A to point B? Watch a Cat D5C dozer being carefully lifted by a powerful crane. This precise, skillful dance between man and machine ensures the bulldozer is safely transported and ready for the next tough job ahead. To most, It's just a mini excavator being lowered into a pit. But watch again. This is precision ballet. No sway, no panic. Just clean control and a perfect drop. Respect the operator who makes a 3-ton machine move like it's a feather. That's not luck, that's mastery. Wondering about the service life of that Cummins motor powering the Setra T11. But this bulldozer runs fresh, shifting gears smooth as silk. Its reliable engine and sturdy build keep it pushing earth with ease, a true testament to engineering durability and heavy machinery excellence. Deep in the snowy cliffs of Nushur Gorge, Tajikabad, a bulldozer claws its way forward, clearing a path through an avalanche that nearly swallowed the valley. The terrain is brutal, the cold unforgiving, but this machine keeps pushing. No spotlight, no glory, just pure mechanical grit in the middle of a real-life rescue. This beast doesn't just push, it shreds. Steel teeth on the blade rip through stumps, brush, and roots like they're nothing. Smart move for land clearing. But here's the twist. How does it perform on frozen ground? Would those teeth still bite deep? Thoughts?
Вот он клыками поддел корни, да ее толкать. А то до этого приходилось, блядь, подрывать под корень. И после этого получается такая большая яма. А так все нормально.
When it's below freezing and your T170 won't start, there's only one solution: old school power. One dozer pushes, the other tries to catch. Fuel lines frozen, engine stiff. But this is Siberian problem solving at its finest. No drama, just diesel, muscle, and frozen steel teamwork.